Hey guys, Happy New Year and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Alicia Simone, and here we talk about all things self-improvement, motherhood, and beauty. And if you are not new here, then you know that it has been a while. 8 months to be exact. Honestly, y'all, I just needed to take some time to figure out the direction of the channel and really be a mom to my 1.5-year-old daughter. And as you probably can guess, that takes up a whole lot of time and energy. But I really missed you guys, and so I'm back, I'm here, you're here, we're here, and we're just gonna jump right on into today's topic. Becoming a mother has been the most life-altering experience that I have ever had. And it's true what they say, the days are long, but the years are short. Some days I feel like I'm winning when it comes to parenting, and other days I can be found questioning God on if I'm really truly capable of fulfilling this role. But no matter the day, I am truly grateful and I am intentional about analyzing the lessons that I am to learn throughout this journey. Today, I will be sharing with you guys some of the parenting mistakes that I have made so far. As parents, I think that it is truly imperative for us to reflect on our mistakes. Not to beat ourselves up and stress over the idea of possibly ruining our children, but to find the why behind said mistake, find alternatives, ask for help, seek out resources, and ultimately move forward on a path that would better benefit us and our babies. So let's hop into my list. So the first mistake on my list, and these are in no particular order of importance or magnitude or anything like that, but the first mistake on my list is not speaking up enough. Okay, so listen, my daughter is the most adorable human being that I have ever laid eyes on, and I am sure that you feel the same way about your little ones. Honestly, I think that it's super sweet when others share in my sentiment whenever they see her, whether it be in public settings or more intimate settings. Unfortunately, some people find her so darn cute that sometimes they just can't seem to keep their hands to themselves. We have had experiences in restaurants and other public spaces where someone would compliment my baby, and before I know it, they are reaching out to grab her cheeks. Now listen, this frustrates me for more than one reason. Number one, I had my baby during a whole panoramic. Can we say germs? Number two, who touches a stranger's baby without permission? Like, in my head, before I even had a child, it never came to me whenever I seen a baby, especially one that I don't know, to touch them. Even if it would be with good intent, the fact still remains that I don't know them, and so it's not appropriate. That's just the way my mind works, right? And so I would be super frustrated whenever this would happen. Now, I would not consider myself a confrontational person. Honestly, I avoid confrontation at times when I honestly shouldn't. And this is really due to my misunderstanding of what healthy communication looks like, or what healthy confrontation looks like, and really just some traumas that I'm still processing and working through. But situations like this helped me to realize very early on the need for me to shift my perspective on what healthy confrontation actually is. And really what it looks like to speak up for myself, but more importantly, my child, because she is not at a stage in her life yet where she can speak up for herself. So until that day happens, it's completely on me. In my opinion, it'll always be on me to, advocate for my child, but she's not at that stage yet where she's able to do it for herself at all. So it's on me. There is absolutely nothing wrong with direct and, if needed, stern communication, especially when someone is crossing a boundary. A simple, please don't touch her, probably would have done the job, but Instead, I said nothing, and I was left to feel like a terrible mother for failing to protect my child properly. Since then, I've gotten a lot better and a lot more vocal about what will and will not fly in regards to my child, and I just counted it as a lesson learned. The second mistake on my list of mistakes is helicopter parenting. If you are unfamiliar with the term, according to parentingforbrain.com, helicopter parents are highly involved, overprotective parents who tirelessly oversee every aspect of their children's lives and sometimes even act on their behalf. Helicopter parents are sometimes called hovering parents because they hover over their children. So with this one, I really had to give myself a bit more grace because, granted, I am a first-time mom. I have never had the responsibility of keeping another human being safe and alive. Very early on, there was so much anxiety that I would experience whenever I would hear her cry, especially if I could not see her or if someone else was holding her. Every cry, I had to pick her up, I had to soothe her. I was hyper vigilant about everything. So much so that I eventually noticed that I was actually stifling her growth when it came to her independence. And y'all, I am going to be 100% honest, this is something that I am still dealing with. I'm still learning from this and trying to grow, because even though she's 1.5, I am still low-key hyper vigilant. Where are you going? Get down. What you doing? Why you got that? Put that down. Wait, what's hurting? Why are you crying? I can't see you. Where you at? Get down. Yeah. You. Okay. It's a lot. And honestly, it makes me tired, y'all. It is so important for children to be able to develop the skill of self-soothing, but also exploration. As adults, whenever we build a new skill, explore a new environment, try new foods, reach a milestone in our career, we gain a great deal of confidence and a push to continue striving. The same thing goes for children, and honestly, I would argue on an even greater scale. So since I came to this understanding, I have been more mindful of when my fears are attempting to ruin and overshadow a perfectly good learning opportunity for my daughter. But I also know that finding the balance between protecting her and allowing her to spread her wings will be a dance that I will be doing for many, many years to come. So third on the list is my struggle with Superwoman Syndrome and trying to do it all. We have an amazing support team that consists of family and friends who love and care for our daughter and will be willing to help wherever they can. Now, I am grateful for this, but my actions did not always show it. I would be running around looking crazy, staying up way later than I should, and really stressing myself out, all because I was reluctant to ask for and to be receptive to help. Now, this was partly due to my fear of being dependent on another person, but the deeper that I reflected, I realized that a part of it was due to pride. I can't believe I just said that out loud. It's like I felt like I had something that I needed to prove. Like, look at me, I'm a great mom, I can do this. And it wasn't until the lack of sleep and burnout started affecting my daily functioning that I really had to sit down and think about the real reason why it was so hard for me to share a little responsibility with loved ones that clearly wanted to help. Now I'm more likely to ask for help when it comes to babysitting or making her a snack, picking her up from daycare if I'm unable. Becoming a mother has showed me the true meaning of it takes a village to raise a child and why community is so very important. So the last mistake on my list is comparing myself to other moms. You know what they say, comparison is the thief of joy. Whoever they are knows exactly what they're talking about. As a matter of fact, hold on. Oh, okay. Theodore Roosevelt. Well, anyway, I had to learn this lesson very early on also. Soon after giving birth to my daughter, I didn't have many mommy friends. And due to my experience with postpartum depression, I didn't reach out much to the couple that I did have. But I did join a few parenting groups on Facebook, and many of the posts that I would read would make me feel like I was the only person struggling with adjusting to motherhood. I would beat myself up so bad because while I felt like I was barely holding on at the time, it was like all that I could see were perfectly, beautifully captured family photos, moms whose body looked like they snapped back instantly, and big freezers full of breast milk. All of these things represented something that I was struggling with at the time. I had to realize that this was not healthy. For one, I do not know every aspect of these women's lives. And although I really hope that their real life isn't too far off from the joy, the happiness, the love that they post, the truth is, I'm comparing a glimpse of their lives to my whole life experience. Also, I realized that it would seem like those were the only posts that I would see because they confirmed negative thoughts that I already had about myself. Confirmation bias is the tendency to interpret new evidence as confirmation of one's existing beliefs or theories. Whatever you believe about yourself, your brain will work so hard to prove that that thought is true. So, the story that you tell yourself truly matters. After I came to this understanding, I was able to have more authentic, more helpful dialogue with other mothers who can relate to the ups and downs, the ebbs and flows of parenting. These conversations have also helped me to feel more supported and thankful that I was able to shift my perspective regarding my inner beliefs. These are just a few of the mistakes that I have made during my time as a parent, and I don't regret any of them because they have all served as great lessons learned that I will continue to build on in the years to come. I also understand that I have more mistakes to make because even when I have 2, 3, 4, 5 kids, now girl, you know, they will all have different personalities and quirks that I will have to navigate. Having a school-age child will be different than having a toddler. Having a teenager will bring even greater changes, and it is so wild to think about being the parent of an adult. The point is, I will always be learning, and I am truly excited about that process. If you have enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the subscribe button down below so that you can join the family. And I am so curious to know about some of the parenting mistakes that you have made so far. If you are willing to share, please leave them down in the comment section below so that we can learn from each other. I really appreciate you guys for watching. I am glad to be back, and I will see you guys next Friday for a new video. Bye!